Right, I'm going to try an experiment because although this auto leveling probe I have BL Touch here, and I know for a fact it was working earlier, it does probe, but then the auto leveling, like the Z-axis, does not move up and down to allow for that probing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to deliberately put something on this plate here. I mean, this is pretty level. I mean, it's not totally level, but it's reasonably near enough level. So I want to put something on here to knock it out of level deliberately first. So let me do that. So first of all, I'm going to put these bits of cardboard on, just some, not too thick. Then I'm going to put this old acrylic build plate I have, which this is totally bored and warped and all sorts. Put that on there so that it's going to slant downwards this way. I don't think it matters which way it's slanting, so to speak. And now I'm going to ask it to print a file that I think will not work properly, just to show you. But it should be starting very soon. First of all, it'll do a home about in the centre. I know this bed has got chunks out of it, all sorts. An old bed that this printer came with. It was not very good to start off with. So here's the BL Touch coming down to do its home sort of sense. Hard to get around the camera here to get the ooze off, any stuff off. I think that's going to go right into that hole, but it doesn't matter too much. And now it will do its auto bed leveling routine, which it goes to 9 points on the bed. I mean, if I don't show people this, they won't believe it. Don't really blame people because there's a lot of rubbish on. That's 2. So basically it's sensing the height. When it gets triggered, it knows the height. It's memorising those heights into a sort of map, and then when it comes to print, it should allow for any changes in the height of this bed. Remembering that this bed is definitely slanty down on the right and up on the left because of the cardboard I put under, as well as being warped in itself. Now I don't expect this to print out all that well. So this is the number 8, and then number 9 in that back hand corner down there. And as you see, the BL Touch is working fine here. And then it will come in to print, well, after raising the head of it. Oops. So that's stringing this off. And basically now it's going to actually start coming into print. I will show you the Z-axis to show you that it will not be allowing for the bed level. Let me zoom in. Now I don't expect this to print very well. Okay, well, let me zoom, well, go on the Z-axis here. You see that this is not moving at all. It's just staying stationary. What it seems to be doing actually is sensing the highest height and then printing at that height. Oh yes, there's 2 pins on here. That's what it's trying to print actually. I'm surprised it's doing so well. But as you've seen, this axis is not allowing for any changes in the height of the bed. And these 2 pins are, well, about 15 millimeters or so apart, so I would expect as it moves from one to the other, at very least, that it would, sorry, going out of focus there, picking up the focus of my hand, that this would move a bit. Okay, so I'm going to stop that. Stop print. I'm using the LCD 12864, is it? To control things here. So as you see, the Z-axis is working fine. The probing's working fine. It's just not allowing for that probing. It's like it's forgotten the map of the probing that it's taken. Now I'm going to print out another file which I expect to work. First of all, I'm going to clean this off, and after it's done its auto leveling, I'll come back and we'll see if it is actually changing the height of this Z carriage as it prints, which I expect it to do. So there's only a small change in the file, which I'll tell you if it works. Well, it's just finished its auto probing and it's coming into print. So now let's have a look at this Z-axis. Sorry if it goes out of focus. And now you can see that it is moving as a bed moves, and that's to allow for the different heights in the bed. So now the auto leveling is working. What is the change? Well, I'll put the change here actually on this video now. I mean, you might want to see, you probably just make out the other one that is also moving in tandem. Okay, so this is a change I've made. I did have a G28X to move the carriage left after the auto leveling. That was just so I can get access a bit easier to clean any use off. Let me stop this because there's no point continuing actually. And so it was a G28X to move the carriage left, so I could get any use off, because normally it stops over this side. And doing that, I think it's the G28 part, which is like a home part, has wiped out or seemed to have removed the map that made of the auto leveling. So then it's not auto leveling, or auto tramming it should be called really. But as you've seen there, that was definitely working by me taking this line out that I'll show you here. 28X I had in my case to move the carriage all the way left, move it home. And doing that G28 part, I think I imagine if I just did the G28 or G28Y or G28Z for that matter, it seems like that has wiped out all the memory of when it was probing originally, apart from maybe the highest point. Okay, so that was the solution for me.